Okay, I'm going to do the floats on the Mikuni BST36SS. They've got like a flat slide in the front here. You can see there. Alright, 2 screws to get the bowl off, and actually set the float level. You pop your floats in and make sure that this little pipe here slides inside the float frame. Pop it all the way in, and then get the end of the float. Hopefully I don't bump the camera too much, but with these type of carbies you can see that the bowl itself is on a bit of an angle compared to the orientation of the carby. You can see there, that's basically straight through the carby. You can see the bowl is on a bit of an angle. Now what you want to do with your floats is you've got a little spring in the top, tiny little spring in the actual inlet valve right there. If you hold the frame and move the floats, you can see it's holding there, and then the spring takes up that little bit. You want them flopping around, roll it over until it sits on the spring. You'll know it's sitting on the spring when you can actually just push them down. When it pops back, that's where you want it. And it says between, say, 14 and 15.5 mil. So you can see the top of the float right there is actually right on that 15 mil. But the easiest way to do it, if you don't have a ruler, is that line there on the float should be parallel with the edge of the carby. So the top of the bowl where it sits on, and this line in the float should be parallel. And you can see that one there, that's fine. I don't need to do anything with that. As long as you make sure the carrier is pushed all the way in, totally pushed in, and this is just sitting where in a spot where it just pops back. It's good, nice and parallel, easy. Yeah, just put it all back together. If you do need to adjust it, I'll show you. I'll just give you a quick squiz. Pliers here. If I do need to adjust it, it's really easy. You've got a little tab right there. You can just see it right on the front there. Now what you can do is if you squeeze that together, you watch what happens. If I pull that tab up, it's actually going to lift up the needle, and now my floats are going to be sitting on a weird angle. You can see they're not parallel. When I push on it, you can see that that line there isn't parallel with the edge of the carby. So what I want to do is open it up, so I get in, push down on that just a bit, check it again. Now it looks like I've gone a bit too far. You can see it's sitting up on this end. this end's higher, so I'll just squeeze it in a bit. Not too much. And that I think should be just about it. Yep, pretty good. Put it all back together. Make sure you got the gasket in there. Don't need any gasket glue. It's not under pressure. Doesn't have a fuel pump, it's just a gravity feed, so it's all good. The only problem I've got is this rotten thing. Get that out of the way. Straight back on. Tickety boo. Don't do it up completely. Make sure you can line the other one up first. Give a bit of a wiggle, make sure it's all seated properly, then tighten it up. Alright, idle speed adjuster. Back in. That's it. I know they're all good. If you want to adjust your, as you can see, I've got it wound right up the idle speed. That's it. Float is adjusted. All good. Cheers. Bye.